So I thought today would be a good time for an updated room tour. I changed my room around a little bit. If you follow me on Instagram, I did put a picture of it, but I thought I'd do a video. I haven't changed too much about it. I put like fake vines and fake flowers and stuff kind of everywhere. And I've changed like a few little like knickknacks and stuff that I hang up. Apologies in advance for like the weird ass filming. I'm gonna be like kneeling down, squashing myself into places just to film because my room is really small, so I don't really have that much room to like maneuver things and like to put my tripod and to stand. So I'll go from like the entrance of my room and then I'll like head around and show you back to here. Hopefully you enjoy it. This is the entrance to my room. This is my door. And once you come in, the first thing that you see is my mirror, and this is where I do my makeup on a daily basis. You would have seen it in my morning routine video, which I will put a link to here. On my mirror I have a little mini mirror, and that's where I do my eyebrows and things like that. It's like magnified, and around my mirror I have this viney type thing. These vines are pretty much all over my room, and I'm going to put links in the description to where I got them, and I think it's about $4 for 2 meters, so like super cheap, makes everything just look better. I'll also put any links to anything that I point out down below, the ones that I can find, so that if you are interested in buying them you can go straight to them. Alright, so over here I have my everyday makeup, which I keep in 2 little containers. I don't really have a method of organizing it, to be honest. I just chuck anything in each jar. To the back there I have like an empty square container, which is where I chuck like any cotton pads, cotton tips, tissues, or anything that I use while I'm wearing my makeup. Next to that I have my pot plant. Funny story about this pot plant. I bought it from Ikea. I paid for it and everything. Looked on the receipt a little bit later, saw that it was like $5, and I was like, that's really cheap for a pot plant. Realized when I got home it was actually like a pot plant sitting inside a pot, and it was sort of like for display, so I only paid for the pot. Then next to my pot plant I have just this plain mirrored like flat container, and in there I have all my makeup brushes. I do have them sort of organized into brush type, but to be honest they're not really organized very well. And then next to that I have all my perfumes that I use a lot, and I have my skincare stuff that I use a lot that I just like grab for all the time. There's a little container next to that which I hold all of my headbands in. So over to this side you have all of my jewelry storage, and I have this sort of like white tree type thing, and off that I hang all of my chokers. I like to hang the ones that I wear the most on here. Then I have like my earrings back on these things. I got the tree thing from Target. I got these from eBay, and then I painted them white because I didn't like the look of them in their like weird bronzy color, and I tore off the heart that was at the top. So right next to my vanity type dresser thing I have my open wardrobe, which is a branch wardrobe, and I got the idea for this off Tumblr or Pinterest or something like that. I wanted it for ages. Luckily enough, I have a dad that actually knows how to like build things, and he made this for me for my birthday like 2 years ago. So we went out and we got the branch and I painted it and everything. Then he attached like the chains and everything and put it up to the roof. So at this stage it's sort of like wearing down, some of the paint's chipping off and everything, but I kind of like the way that looks. At the very front of my branch wardrobe I have like these hanging here, and I have this pretty dress that I don't wear hanging as well, mainly for decoration. I literally don't wear this dress because the zip opens when you wear it and it is so tight and constricting, it's disgusting. It's just there for show. All of my coat hangers are matching, and they are just from Woolworths. I have a crazy thing about matching my coat hangers. On the chains I have my vines that I was talking about before. I have them like all wrapped around it because I think it looks really cool like that. As well as below my vanity I have shoes. The ones that are below my wardrobe are actually the ones that I wear the most. So kind of back to where we started. This is my side table, and on the top of my side table I have my little glass box, which I actually don't put anything in. One day I'll figure out what to put in there. Then next to that I have like a little potted plant, and I got this from a cheap shop. I don't even remember the brand of it. It was like $15. Didn't realize it was $15 when I took it to the counter, but I really like the look of it. It looks really like natural. I wouldn't trust myself with a real plant though. I just painted the bottom of it white because it used to be like a wooden color, but I thought the white color would go more with my room. Next to that I have my mason jar. This was like $2 from Crazy Clark's. I got the idea of Sarah Hawkinson to write memories on little pieces of paper and chuck them in there, and I'm actually doing really well. I'm doing it like every day just about. I've only been doing it for a month though, so. And then next to that I have my notepad and pen. At the very back I have my little elephant. It has this on the back which I don't like, but I do like the silveriness of the elephant, and I got this from an op shop. Then I've got my little skull head vodka, which used to have vodka in it but obviously doesn't anymore, and I put little like chopped up bits of fake flour in it, which looks cool, and I've got them like sticking out the top too. I've got my lamp sitting here, which is one from Ikea, and it was like $60. They definitely still have them there because they had them like 2 seconds ago when I went. Here I have my Male Tears cup, which has my lipstick all over it, which has been seen in my morning routine video, and this is probably my favourite mug. Then I have my Audrey Hepburn coaster. Her eyes are like really bright and her smile is really genuine, and I really like this coaster. This is where I generally film all of my videos, but usually my videos is a little bit closer up and the flowers are all fuzzy, and in the background it's more like my face. My bed frame is an Ikea bed frame. I think like everyone possibly in the whole entire world has this bed frame. It's got like all the loopy swell in greeniness over there. And I've covered that in my fake vines that I have, as well as some fake flowers that I also got from eBay, which I'll put a link to down below. The fake flowers actually go all the way up to the top, to the like edge of my window, so it makes it look really like I have my curtains in the background, which are like semi-sheer curtains. I got these from IKEA. As you can tell, I like IKEA. Then you have my pillows here, and they're kind of like semi-frilly at the edges. I don't really like the frills. I kind of want a new bedspread, but bedspreads are very expensive, so I'm sticking to these for now. They're not so bad. Over here, under this one, sort of hidden, I have my One Direction pillow. One D or die. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually that big of a One Direction fan. It kind of started out as a joke, and now it's like a legit thing, and now I have like a One Direction pen, and I have a One Direction pillow, but they are very pretty. At the end of my bed, it's not very exciting. The very bottom shelf of my bookshelf here, and that's where I put all my pants and stuff. I would put those in my branch wardrobe, but they're so like bulky, so I decided to use the bottom of my bookshelf to chuck them. Well, fold them neatly in this case. Usually they're more like chucked, but I did fold them just for you. Petting my shorts. And if you pan upwards a little bit, there are all of my books, and I've got like little trinkets on the end of my bookshelf. In this little corner, I have my laundry basket, which is open, and it didn't used to be open. I cut off the top because I wanted it to be easier to access and easier for me to chuck clothes in. I'm sitting down like a pro YouTuber because there is literally no other way to film this in my very small room. So that's my room tour. I hope that you enjoyed it. I had to refilm it like 3 times. So it was a pain in the ass to film. Like I said at the beginning, I will have any links to any things that I can find in the description down below, as well as like the names and everything like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Please subscribe if you're feeling lovely, and I will see you soon. Oh my god, I'm ready to be done with this video. 3 times filming, not fun.